Hello everyone, welcome to Flavors of My Roots. Today I'm going to make a typical dish from Ceará, Brazil, which is called peixe à delícia, which means delicious fish. So let's start with the ingredients. I'm going to season the fish. Here I have about almost 2 pounds of mahi-mahi. I'm going to add juice of 1 lime, pepper, and muddled garlic with salt. About 4 cloves of garlic. Okay, so I'm going to let the fish aside for about 10 minutes. Let's move on to the bechamel sauce. I'm gonna make this sauce right here. You need 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 small chopped onion. Let's saute the onions here for about 6 minutes. Our onions are golden brown. Now I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of flour. Okay, so this is the flour that I use. Now I'm going to add 4 cups of milk. 2 cups of milk. But if it needs more milk, you can add more milk. Okay, so you are going to stir until it thickens. As you can see, the sauce is already thickening. Now I'm going to add about 1 cup of fresh cream. Okay, now I'm going to add nutmeg, but you don't have to do this. I like to do it every time I make bechamel sauce at home. Pinch of salt. Okay, so the bechamel sauce is done. I'm gonna close with a lid and then I'm gonna leave it aside. We are going to pan fry the fish. Here I have about 2 cups of flour seasoned with the black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. So let's dip the fish here. Let's pan fry the fish. Okay, I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. You can use any oil you want. Let's do this. About 1 minute on each side, maybe 1.5 minutes because the fish is pretty thick. You can use any fish you want. Okay, the fillets are done. I'm going to leave this aside to cool down. Let's move on to the plantains. You need 4 plantains. Let's peel the plantains, okay? Okay, I already have 2 already sliced here on the plate. What you do, you just go down lengthwise like this. Not too thin and not too thick. Okay, so I'm going to pan fry the plantains with 2 tablespoons of butter and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, they're done, so let's flip it. Okay, done, finally. Okay, so now let's arrange the dish. First, I'm gonna start with the sauce. Now I'm going to add the plantains. Now let's add the mozzarella cheese. Okay, now I'm going to add the fish. You might think this combination is a little weird, but trust me, this is really good, really good. My husband is looking at me like, that sounds a little strange combination. Okay, now I'm going to add the sauce. Now let's add the mozzarella cheese. Let's add the plantains. Okay, now I'm gonna add mozzarella cheese on top. I'm gonna add the rest of the sauce on top of the cheese, top of the mozzarella cheese. I'm also going to add parmesan cheese on top to give that crunchiness. Okay, so I also want to give a shout out to Gabriel from Ceará. He's the one that suggested me to make this dish, since this dish is like very typical from his state. So thank you, Gabriel, for suggesting this. I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. Okay, so now let's bake this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. The 15 minutes has passed, and now I'm going to broil the fish for 1 minute. Okay, so now it's done. Okay, has to come out somehow. Ooh. And now it's time to try. So let's see. Oh wow, this is very interesting. This is really good. Wow, that's really good. I love it. I think this is my new favorite dish. It's so delicious. Cheers.